Hello everybody. I just got out of bed and Ellie sent me this run and asked for an analysis. So I'm gonna CNA this. I haven't watched it before. It's unlisted for some reason. Um, so that's interesting. But I'm just gonna give uh I'm just gonna watch it and probably just point out whatever I see when I see it. So this is the seed. Um, where is it? It's up here. This is a good seed. I would play this, obviously. Um, obviously places the bench in between tree punches. This is fine. You can do that. It's not better. Some people have asked if it's better. It's just the same, basically. This cave is this cave is fine. I would get this stone and probably this stone. So that you can get this Jamor. There's clearly more open space here. I don't know how open. And on my next ladder entry, I'm gonna move up because I want to see what's above me in this cave. And there you go. So there's not a lot up there, but you know, it's space. And then we have the making the stone bench before getting all the stone. I like that for some like runs. If the stone goes off in like a billion directions and I have like 17 and there's like 4 or 3 stone on the screen, I'll sometimes make the stone bench then pick it up. I kind of like making the stone bench at 15 then going back and mining it because that's easier to like EBM than like just picking it up where you're just losing stamina. So I rate this. I think this is a pretty cool new thing. So yeah, this stone is good, but I wouldn't mine all the way down here because there's this space over here. But it doesn't really matter because you need to get 49 stone anyway. Um, so like that's fine. I probably would have just crafted. Yeah, that was weird. I probably would have just crafted and not gone for this iron. Um, like I've been guilty of doing this sometimes where I mine an iron just because I want like to be sure, I guess. But like, bars here, you're going here next. Like, there's no travel time, so I probably would have just. But I mean, you're gonna mine it eventually anyway. This is a bit awkward. You like spaced this wrong. Um, you have this much bar, right? You have like a bunch. So it's easier. You don't need to do this, but it's easier to mine from the top. Like if you go to the top here, you can't be hit by the zombie. You also won't accidentally hit the zombie. And you can just touch the iron so you know you're not going to miss it. Or just get better at spacing, because there are situations where you need to space this. So, like, that's fine as well. But for this situation, I probably would have gone to the top before hitting the iron. Also remember, I think you probably know this, but, you know, for people who maybe don't know this, and they're watching this because you want to get better, if you have, like, a close to full bar, you can mine this iron before the ichor despawns. So, you don't have to half mine the iron, but you probably should. Like, it's a much safer option. And yeah, that's fine. Oh, misses that iron. Has time to go back to get it. And then we're gonna ladder reset. Perfect. Ladder resets up the way. I don't remember what the... Yeah, I feel like you should have ladder reset down the way, but it's fine. You found some zombies. Quite a few zombies, actually. Yeah, this is a little confused here. I feel like... Okay, you kill that zombie, get this wood, and then... I don't know, you're tapping for some reason. And then... That's fine. You whiffed a hacks hit there, but you know that's bad, so that's fine. Um... I want to see, like... Yeah, so you went up here from this, but, like... Yeah, I think that's fine. You shouldn't go for that zombie there. I think I would be trying to go left more here. I don't know if that's... So your next move is to go left, but again, there's some hesitation. That just seems like... uncharacteristic. Missing some wood there that probably didn't need to be missed. I think, let me check. I think some of that gem went on the stone bench. That might be fine. You might be able to collect it. But yeah, I mean the stone bench placement, let's just take a look at it. It's fine, but you know there's nothing up here, right? You know there's like nothing up here. I would have placed it at top left instead. Because you've got this situation where, yeah, you can probably collect this gem. Like, it's probably not going on the bench fully. But if it does, then it's just like, ouch. That's just time loss. So, yeah, I probably would have put it top left. Or maybe top right so it's closer to the side that you were mining on. But, yeah, okay. So it went past the bench, so you could collect it, but... But that's fine. And then we're finally going down here. I'm a big advocate for getting the stone early in the run, because that way you can, like, better tell what pace you're on, because nobody knows how long it takes to get 20 stone. And it's just a hard estimate to do in general, because let's say you have, like, 16 stone, like, 14 stone, that could take 6 stone... Wait, hold on. If you have 16 stone, 14 stone could take like 5 stone. It could take 5, or it could take like 7. It could take 7, it could take 5. And depending on how full your bar is, that could also take different amounts of time to even mine that stone in the first... Like, no one knows how long it takes to get stone. It's easier to know what pace you're on if you have the stone early. It's not that important, but it's something I've been doing recently and I like it more. Also, it doesn't matter generally what point you do stone in the run, as long as you're not doing stone like in the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes. As long as you're doing it not like in the first minute. Because if you're doing stone right at the start, there might be times where you want to mine stone later. But I feel like by like a little bit into the run, you know, maybe after you've got your first Jamor or something, it's heavily dependent on the run, heavily dependent on the seed. You probably know which stone that you want to mine, but yeah. Also, like, this is a bad choice of Jamor to go for, because you know that there's, like, nothing up here, basically. There's, like, not... I guess there's open space, but you have to go out of your way to get there. Like, you kind of have to mine this iron at least, but you probably want to mine that iron to give yourself a more direct path. And you need to do mine... You need to mine iron anyway, so that's probably fine. But I would say that this Jamor down here is much more close to this open space, which probably could have zombies in it. So I would probably go for this one instead of this one. But then this one's way further away. So this one's probably the correct choice, and I'm just stupid. Because I think that's probably the correct choice just because it's closer. But I don't know, with Jamor, like, you can definitely ladder reset if it's a couple extra steps away. But you're going for a lot of ladder resets here, which is probably necessary because you don't have a lot of... Like, yeah, you've got like 11 Ichor, so you kind of need to go for more aggressive stuff. It's good you remembered the wood, mind an extra tree, but it doesn't really matter, because, like, if you do that, like, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. Bunch of zombies here. I bet at this point you're kind of wishing, like, oh, I wish that I had, I wish that I hadn't gotten all those trees. You're probably thinking that. But to be honest, when I see... So what you did here is you got this zombie, and then you went to shovel here because you're so worried about the EBM. But this is one of those, like, if you look at early SI runs, we all used to do zombies, like, right at the end, and there was, like, no EBM to speak of there. You kind of have to, like, just take the L on this one. You're not going to be able to EBM these zombies. I would just go to this zombie. Probably not that one, but maybe you could lure it. Like, you go down to get it to aggro and then attack this one. And, like, I'm taking the L on stamina, yeah. But you're also, like, to get this EBM that is so desirable, you overshoot the shovel. So you have to go back to get the shovel. Then you get, like, what? 4 tiles. That's barely done anything to help your EBM. You can just go down, aggro this zombie probably, and then get this one. And that's probably more worth it, because you can't EBM all of this because you have trees. The only EBM you have to work with is this sand, which you can still do after killing the zombies down here. I would not have done this. I would have gone for the zombies down there. And now you're just not getting those zombies probably. So that yeah, I think that was definitely the wrong move. And that's all fine. Yeah, I mean that was like there was hesitation here. I feel like you knew what to do here. You were thinking about hitting it through probably, and then you were like, "No, I'm not gonna hit it through. I can lure it up." If you just like realized that sooner, like if you just reacted faster, like there was nothing wrong with what you did really. And cool. Yeah, if you still need iron, then no, you don't need iron. Okay. You're just missing that zombie. That's fine. That's not your fault. You couldn't have prepared for that. Um That's just sad. That's just sad. Yeah, I mean, you kind of did nothing wrong here with this YOLO. Like, oh, I could argue, like, oh, you should have gone back and ladder resetted, but, like, that could have been worse. It's just RNG at that point. You're hoping that zombies show up. And I think we generally know that ladder resetting is on average probably more reliable than YOLOing. Like, okay, you get this zombie, you see 2 zombies up there. Obviously, everyone's gonna go for those zombies. So I think, what, do you kill this and then ladder reset when there's a zombie right there? I think, genuinely, yeah. I think you probably should have gone and ladder resetted, because that's 1 zombie and you need 4 ichor. So best case scenario, that gives you 2, and you're just hoping that there's 1 off screen. When you can go and ladder reset, and like, is there any water close to where you are? That should influence your decision as well, actually. Hold on. I don't see any... I'm gonna be honest. There's no water. You should not have ladder reset. Because you ladder reset, you're putting yourself further away from water. You did this YOLO correctly. You did this YOLO correctly. I was about to, like, weigh the pros and cons of, like, YOLOing versus ladder resetting, but I think, like, ladder resetting here is just not gonna help. And yeah, this run could have just not sub-5'd if they didn't give you ichor, but everyone's subject to that at some point, so... Yeah, this is a fine run. I feel like Like, I've watched a lot of Ellie runs, and I think that, like, I think this is a fine run. I don't know why you asked for commentary on this one. I don't know, maybe it's because there was, like, a lot of hesitation, um, in some of the bits. I feel like I kind of rambled, but that's fine, because I just got out of bed and recorded this. Um, yeah. Let's give the advice on what to work on, I guess. I guess I guess the hesitation is like the main thing I'm noticing that seems like out of place for you as a runner. Um, you've lectured me about bench placement. I think, we just make mistakes, and it wasn't even a big mistake. It just had the potential to like snowball a bit if bad things happened. But it's not a big deal. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I have much else to say about this. It was a perfectly average sub 5. It was a perfectly average sub 5.